let's look at the very simple rules for text and arrows when we're dimensioning. It's quite simple. Text must be 1/8 of an inch high when printed. Period. And the text is always horizontal. ASME calls that unidirectional, but it's always horizontal. No matter what direction the arrows are going, the text is always unidirectional. No matter what direction the arrows go, the text is always unidirectional. Text is 1/8 of an inch high, arrows are 1/8 of an inch long. There's that 1/8 of an inch size again. It keeps showing up over and over again. Now I should point out that in AutoCAD, if you start a brand new drawing without having a title block set up, the AutoCAD default is for the text to be 0.18 high and the arrows to be 0.18 long. I have fixed that for you in our class title block so that your text and arrows will be the right size. But if you're starting a new drawing from scratch, remember that you need to go in and change those so that they will be this high and this long. We'll look at how to do that as we go along. You can put text and arrows darn near any arrangement, inside, outside, a mix of both. If there's room to put the text and the arrows inside, that is the best, just because it's easiest for your reader to figure out what that number and arrow is talking about. It puts the whole dimension all together inside. But honestly, you can do any of these arrangements. They're all totally fine. And you can use the same arrow for more than one dimension. That's very common. So here you see at the top of this part, the big width and the width of the small notch both share one arrow. And with O-snaps, it's possible to have arrows lying right over the top of each other, so it just looks like there's one dimension arrow. You see a similar thing happening in these vertical dimensions along the side. This one dimension arrow doubles for both dimensions. Now, our goal is to communicate clearly. And if we have something where we're going to have arrows running into other arrows, like if these two dimensions were totally lined up, that would be really confusing. It would be hard to tell which number goes with which arrow, and does this arrow go with that one, and what is the deal there. So just keep that in mind. If you have a case where arrows might run into each other, pull one of the dimensions farther away than the other dimension so that they are staggered, so that it's super clear which one goes with which feature. All right, here is the part that we are going to draw for our first foray into dimensioning. This is our first attempt at dimensioning. And I selected a part that's just got straight, square, parallel sides, nothing too fancy, and we'll go to AutoCAD and look at how we might tackle this one.